Newbury Park has won the toss, and they have elected to defer. So they're going to kick off. Citrus Hill's going to take the ball, and we're starting with some tomfoolery already as Newbury Park tries the little bloop kick. But it looks like they're going to be offsides, and they'll back it up 5 and try it again.
I'm talking about offsides. Newbury Park, long drive coming down here. Coming out of the Camino League. Young men have come in third in that division. So they get the enjoyment of playing the first place team out of the Mountain Pass League. And Citrus Hill, who's no stranger to playoffs. Since 2011, they've either been in the CIF Championship or the semifinals. Last year, 2016, was the first time that they still made the playoffs, but were knocked out in the first round by Norco High School.
Here we go again, kickoff over again. Looping kick. This is going to be called for and caught at the 34.
Smart move, making the fair catch right there.
Fair catch ball in the kick.
Ball's going to be right there at the 35. A lot of pressure coming at you, and here we go. So all of a sudden, Coach Reck, we're seeing first-round playoffs, Division III. We look at Newbury coming from the Camino League. Started off in the Northern Division III. Now all of a sudden they're down here in the CIF III, and it's a different thing.
I'll tell you what, their work is cut out for them tonight. This Citrus Hills offense is going to come at them. It is run the ball. That's what they need to do. That's what they've done all year, and they play the power running game. It's going to be up to that defensive front of Newbury Park to squeeze those off-tackle plays and try to get them bounced outside.
And here we go. Quick toss out to John. John puts his foot in the ground, steps out of one. All of a sudden, it's a foot race. Smart move. Nothing going on there. Decides to step it out of bounds. Steps out of bounds right about the 37-yard line. And all of a sudden, just like that, 28 yards downfield. Nice run. Gets to the outside, sets the edge. And that's going to be very important for Newbury Park tonight. We spoke about it pregame. If they are unable to define their defensive edge, it's going to be a long night for them.
It's going to be a tough job to do it. They've got a couple guys that they're relying on that aren't going to play tonight, including number 35, Kyle Standback, a 6'7", 250-pound junior defensive end.
Nice read there by D. Miles. As you're looking at John not getting the ball on that, pulls it, able to pick up 4 yards on the play. Great read on him by him.
Yeah, defensively, the Panthers have their work cut out for them. They must stop the run, obviously. And they've lost 2 starters on that defensive front, so that they've put themselves into a nice hole that they've got to battle back and fight with.
Citrus Hill comes out wide, looking, sprint option, has it to the outside. Oh, I should have made the pitch on that. He had it right there. He thought about it. Didn't have the ball in his hand to get it to the outside. Nice job there. And you can see that they could become a little bit more, I almost said the wrong word, ballistic, powerful, dynamic with D. Miles running the quarterback chore, as now they can keep John Jefferson as the pure tailback.
And D-Money also gives them a little bit of throwing ability. Last week, 135 yards passing, and get this, Coach, 2 touchdowns.
He can bring it, and all of a sudden, right in time for Citrus Hill. See if they're going to come. There it is, straight up the middle. Nice job there by Jefferson, and just gets swallowed up. Let's give credit to the defensive tackle coming over, defensive end, excuse me. That's going to be Valdez coming from his end. He's a junior, 6'1", 230, squeezes it down. Still falling forward, picks up 6.
And it's nice having Jonathan Jefferson back. He sat out last week's game to nurse an injury, so he'll be 100% for the playoffs. And look at this.
Wow.
How about 100% a touchdown?
Yeah, 100% touchdown. Takes him in from the 18-yard line. And all of a sudden, you're looking at Citrus Hill already on the board within the first 1 minute and 40 seconds of the game. So there we go, Coach. Score goes up 6. And we talked about how important it is for Newbury Park to establish that edge, and they are going to have to squeeze this thing down and force them to bounce it to the outside.
The spot is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 10:20 left in the first quarter. Citrus Hill leads 7-0. You're right, and the thing that's neat about that, you're talking about setting the edge, but Citrus Hill went wide to start the game. In fact, they went wide with the first play on the toss, and then you saw the option picked up a few yards as well.
And that's a little bit, that's the wrinkle that D-Money's going to give them back there. because now they're able to set that. And take a look right here is the toss coming at you. He's able to get around the edge, where before what they would do, they would simply attack that four gap and force Fudgens to come over and make that kick and then go up on the inside. But now with Money back there, they're able to exploit that a lot better.
Yeah, and they certainly did. Nice job, nice way to start the game for Coach Randall's offense and the Citrus Hill Hawks. Now it'll be up to Newbury Park as they'll get their first action after we start this kickoff. Now they've been led by number 7 Cameron Rising all year, but he's not going to play tonight.
No, he's in a cast. Ball's going to be picked up at the 10. Nice job. Has a gap. Can't cut to the inside. Nice work. Good work cutting it right back. Saw something there, and that's going to be Allen. He's going to be their ex-receiver out there. He can run. Look for him to burn going down the vert. And now here it comes. Quickly, Allen got that ball at the 10-yard line, sees daylight right now, and just explodes through the seam. And then from there, saving touchdown. Great tackle coming up on the open field.
Yeah, that was a great open field tackle. But a big return. Nothing gets you started, gets you pumped better than a good return. And that might be exactly what the doctor ordered as Newbury Park takes over.
Citrus Hill, a little different look. They have their 3 base, brings up to 5, coming around the outside. This is what they like to run. They too want to exploit the edge. They want to get the ball to the outside to see if they can set something. But it's going to be a tough go tonight with Citrus Hill. On the carry is going to be Vaughn. That's going to be Terrell Vaughn, Jr., 5'6", 170. He plays that slot position. Look for him a lot, especially when they start running that fly sweep. Right now he's lined up at the H. The big guy is going to be their tight end, number 81. Looking at him. Here comes Vaughn again. Nice block there by the tight end. We said look at him. Takes out 2 guys on that play. That's going to be a pickup of 7 on the play.
Newbury Park wants to be a balanced team. They want to do just as much running as they do throwing, and the numbers for the season show that they're pretty successful at it. Today they must run effectively, and that means number 75, Luca Fratiani, has to lead the way up front and get off to that second level to give an effective run game.
Now, Newbury Park, they're no stranger to the end zone. They've been averaging 31 points a game, but the problem has been defense for them. But they're coming out of a tough league, coach, as they've been giving up 32. So it looks like they're switching by committee right now. How many guys they got on the field out there?
They're going to end up taking a timeout here.
They need a timeout.
Yeah, they got to get it straightened out.
Yeah. They have 7 in the backfield and 5 on the line. How much is that?
That's too many guys.
That's too many. It's 1, 2... That's 12 in an 11-man game. 12. So we're seeing what they're going to do. Newbury Park, they can move the football. And they have a young quarterback back in number 17. He's going to be a junior, and that's going to be handy. If he's able to get the ball and control this game and get it to his key receivers, they can be okay. But more importantly, we just saw what Citrus Hill did on 5 plays. That has to be a wake-up call.
Yeah, well, with Cameron Rising out, Handy is not the dual threat. But you're right. He's got to manage the offense, put the ball into the hands of guys that can do something with it, like we saw on that second down play.
Bunch set to the bottom. Big man in the middle. They get to the outside. Nice job by the receiver, picking up the first down. Takes it down to about the 35-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of 8 on the play.
Yeah, and that's number 11, Ian Allback. He's had some injury problems this year as well, as a host of the Panthers have. But he has returned, and especially the last 3 weeks, he's got 5 different touchdowns in those last 3 games. And he will be their go-to guy, as he was there on 3rd and 3.
You'll see a lot of formations. Looking at fly sweep, they're not here. They wheel to the outside. They do. Handy's looking downfield, has somebody, just gets rid of the ball. Smart move. Good job as they try to run that flood. Nothing there at all. Had the vert. For a minute, you're looking at that big tight end. Thought he was going to be available. He's got to get off the ball a little bit quicker than that. And that's going to be Stone Martin. Stone Martin's a junior. And you see us saying a lot of junior. They got some guys coming back next year.
They got a lot of guys coming back, and they're excited about it. Defensively, Citrus Hill is stout, though. And you saw them on the rollout because that front 3, that front 4, is pretty good. They're going to come after you. Jeremiah Wilson, number 99, is the guy they're going to have to really know where he is.
Move Wilson from the defensive end to the nose tackle position. That's going to be a carry by Madison, Joshua Madison.
Yeah, they really need him to have a good game.
Yeah, he's going to be going to Ohio State next year, and good luck to him. He's got to pick up 1 on the play.
Ball resting just outside the 48. Back to throw, looking downfield. Has a man in the corner. Can he get it there? Nice defensive play.
Wow.
Knocked away there at the end by number 1, Oscar Franco. Boy, he made a nice play. And now decision time for Newbury Park. Is this a 4-down territory with the ball resting outside the 48? Nice defensive play. The ball hanging in the air just a little bit allows him to close the gap and right up through the hands of the receiver to knock it away. That's good defense.
And that's one of the things that we got to talk about with Newbury Park. They do a good job throwing the ball up high enough to, in order for those receivers to get underneath it. The problem is it allows the free safety to come over too.
He's a little late delivering that ball.
That's going to be Orr. Come back to kick. Nice job by Orr. Ball doesn't turn over. It's going to be taken at the 12-yard line. At that point, he gets to the outside. It's amazing he got out of that. Nice job. Good coverage by Newbury. And now out comes the Citrus Hill offense.
Boy, has Dorso had a great season. Whether it's returning the ball or whether it's playing defense, he has just been outstanding. MVP type season for him.
Oh, why not? 13 interceptions, coach. I'm looking for him. If they're going to hang that ball in the air, he's going to pick up another 2.
You better
Do not be surprised to see pick 6 out of him tonight.
You better know where number 6 is.
Yep. You got to count. Come out in a little bit of an Auburn set, going straight up the middle. Nice job there. Lowers his head, runs hard. And I'm telling you something, that's the second great defensive play that Valdez has made. Missing his compadre, number 35 on the outside, also a junior. The big defensive end in Starback, 6'7", 250. I mean, we start looking at this Newbury team. Everybody's looking at them with one eye saying, hey, they're pretty good this year. But what happens next? Little count, keep it on the outside. Can he get there? It's going to be interesting. Nice job there by D. He's going to pick up the first down. Let's see where they're going to spot it. No, they're going to move him back a yard as he looks like he stretches over to 35. They're going to kneel him down there right about the 34, but it's still good enough for a first down.
Yeah, nice run. Again, the play didn't develop quite the way they wanted it to, but he's able to be patient, find a little lane to run in, and pick up 8 yards for the first down. That offensive line is led by those bookend tackles of number 55 Sandoval and number 77 Rising.
Again, looking, patient, can roll out, pulls the ball down a little too quickly. Good job there by the linebacker stepping up and recognizing it. On it's going to be Blake Roper.
I don't know about too quickly, but I was talking with both Coach Randall and Coach Zomalt before the game, and particularly about the young man playing quarterback. And one of the things that he says is, you know, he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. Sometimes he just hangs on to the ball, doesn't see what he likes, and he's able to pick up yardage. And that's what we saw there.
Quick toss, comes to the outside. Cuts it back. What a patient run on that cutback.
Yeah.
Wait for everybody to come through there. And you're right, where we're used to seeing them take that ball hard off tackle, now they're trying to get to the edge.
Brings up third down, 5 yards to go.
It's going to be a pickup of 3 on the play.
And with this second series, Newbury Park has adjusted to it very well. Both times, or certainly on that play, they had everybody stationed about right. It was just the running of Johnson that was able to pick up the yardage.
There comes on the outside. Estelle, he gets swallowed on that. Nice job stopping him on first down, on third down. That's going to bring up 4th, make it 4th and 1.
Yeah, the first time we get to call number 43, Blake Roper's number. He's the first one that got the hit. Didn't make the tackle, but he got the hit that stopped the momentum. And now it's decision time for Coach Zomalt and the Hawks, who appear as if they're going to go for this 4th and a yard.
And why not? They haven't stopped him going forward yet. I think you get a heavy dose of John Jefferson right up the gut and see where we go from there. They go in a power eye situation. Here it goes, John right up the gut, leans forward, steps to the outside, over to 50. Nice job, stiff arms, goes hard at it. Gets pushed out of bounds. That should not be a flag.
Yeah, it's going to be.
It's going to be. They're going to throw that on number 52, the defensive end. And I'll tell you something, Valdez. I'm with you, man. You know, what do? He's forearming his guy going down, stiff arming his guy going downfield, and you're throwing a flag on him to push him out of bounds.
And that's really the key.
That's ridiculous.
He was out of bounds, but he's still fighting the guy.
He's still fighting
exactly
through.
What you said. He's still throwing that forearm shiver at him. But nonetheless, he's out of bounds. You got to let him go. Flag comes out.
Yeah, that call is very suspect because, believe me, Valdez coming down there, he's not the official. He's not looking at if he stepped out of bounds or not. He's playing ball.
First down, ball sitting at the 25-yard line of the Panthers.
Stack set to the outside they go. Can Money get there? Nice job. Boy, that team is fast. Coming up from his corner position is going to be Middleton. He's a freshman, actually, Coach. 5'11", 160. They got some kids over there.
Yeah, they got a couple of them. Number 21, Christensen, in corner, is a freshman as well. Real mature kid, according to Coach Klein. Very, very coachable. Great to have him out.
Let's go make it 2nd down and 8. Another toss. Again, trying to get to the outside. This time they do. Runs over one, straight into the end zone. We go. The answer is yes.
Wow, that was a great run, and boy, did I think Jefferson was about to give number 5 a load, but he just pulled up into the end zone, and that's a great run by the young man.
Sportsmanship all the way around. No need for the hit on either way. And all of a sudden, you're looking at Citrus Hill. That's going to be 13 with the point to come.
Yeah, not real smooth either. The pitch seems to be a little bit behind, but that doesn't bother Jefferson. He gets behind those wall of guys, finds the lane, and that time he just really stepped it up.
And where that credit goes, you need to turn around and take a look at number 42. He plays wing, plays tight end for him, and that's going to be Robinson, Elijah Robinson. I think a lot of the game before they started bringing Money back into this. Quick toss, take a look at this. Here comes John right now, but look at the pull behind the guards.
Look at that.
And then all of a sudden going downfield, and there's the push right there that allows him just to break it. And these running backs for Citrus Hill, smart enough, patient enough to slow down, wait, let the block develop itself, and then from there brings it to the inside.
Just like that, 14-0, Citrus Hill.
And local sports news last Sunday fired up 74-0. Resounding victory led by Stars 8-3 points. Good job, so sorry.
74-0. All right, so Citrus Hill will kick off again. This is a low line drive taken by one of the up men at the 20, looking for somewhere to go across the 30. Finds some room across the 35, and will finally settle down near the 37. So Newbury Park is going to take over. Not terrible field position. Real important for them to get a good drive.
Yeah, they have to get something going on, and they got to do it now.
Now they got the 2 first downs on the last drive, brought it over into Citrus Hill territory. See if they can continue to work that up the field.
Come out in a trips look. They're doing a nice job moving the ball around. Straight up the middle it goes. Good work. He's one of their crafty backs, and that's going to be Middleton. If he gets out there into the second level, he can make something happen. He's special.
He's a freshman, but he's had 200-yard games this year, including last week, where he also scored 2 touchdowns against Thousand Oaks. The 2 of them give him a nice little 1-2 punch.
Pickup of 2 on the play. It's going to make it 2nd down and about 8. Nice job by Handy. Patient. Over the top it goes. Can't get himself there. Wow. Had position on it. Nice job there by the receiver. Gets on the inside. And that's going to be Ian Alback. Good positioning. Ball would have had to have been stuck on him. Flags down, though. And let's see what the call is.
I didn't see the flag. But
thrown right where that's going to be roughing the passer.
Oh.
Because that's where he released it. That's exactly what they got, Coach. That's a biggie.
Yeah, it is. That's going to take the ball all the way to the Citrus Hill 45.
Pretty much right where Ian would have caught the football. How about that? The ball doesn't lie. Should have stuck it on him wet. Didn't have the opportunity. And all of a sudden they're going down. See if he catches
this
penalty.
is a nice route by Albeck to get inside of him. Wow, that was close.
That's a great job by Albeck. Pass just a little bit high. Nice job by Handy. Threw it over him.
Great job of pushing it out and getting underneath the receiver, so he had a nice lane to the quarterback.
Posted him up nicely. Handy again, back. Good job there. Gets it to the outside. We said he had to get going, and he did. And that's going to be Martin. He is a load. Martin's going to pick up 17 on it, and all of a sudden, woo!
Yeah,
Here comes Newbury.
You really liked him. You saw something on film that you said, hey, 81, that's the guy. Great protection up front. And that's one of the keys to the game is, can the Newbury Park offensive line contain and keep from penetrating the Citrus Hill front? Again, great time to throw.
Over the top.
Just good coverage.
And you and I talk about that on a regular basis. Receiver's so close to the sideline that he can't make an adjustment to the ball. It really puts the quarterback in a bad position. You move that receiver 4 or 5 yards to the inside of the field, and all of a sudden, I'm not saying he's going to catch up, but he can make a play.
Yeah,
he can fake to the outside shoulder.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's going to make it 2nd and 10.
This time they'll move the pocket, rolling to his left, now throwing, intercepted. Here come the Hawks back the other way.
Nice
Interception by Franco, who's having a great first quarter.
Nice job there by Franco. And this is what we talked about. They're going to have the ability to get open. Handy, if he puts the ball over the top of the Franco, if you take a look at this, receiver's right there. Stop throwing the ball at them. Make your receiver run to go get the football.
Yeah, and you see Franco just fell down, gets back up in time to make the pick, and he's back the other way. This Citrus Hill defense is unsung. I think I've said it already. We talk a lot about the Citrus Hill offense and how they pound and ground, but that Citrus Hill defense is something else. It is a turnover machine.
Here comes Jefferson, straight up the middle. This is what we're used to seeing out of them, coming off that edge very quickly and powerfully and just moving it down. That's going to be a pickup of 10 for John.
And that's one of the keys for Newbury Park. They've got to be able to make tackles and not give up too many yak yards. That time, Jefferson gets hit right about the 34, but 5 yards later is where they bring him down.
So Jefferson picks up 10. It's going to make it 1st down again. Ball's going to be placed at the 38-yard line. Motion comes. That's going to be backfield in motion.
Nice run by Money.
Yeah, that's not going to count. I don't know why they didn't blow a whistle on that right away, Coach. That's illegal procedure. Running back going forward as the ball was being snapped. He can take that forward step, but he's got to go laterally almost immediately once he makes that mistake. So that ball's going to come back 5.
No, the answer to your question is it's an illegal motion. It's not a false start.
True.
If it's a false start, they blow it dead. Legal motion, play on. And then you give the defense the option. First and 15 are the Hawks. Again, Jefferson tries the right side. This time he kind of did a little stutter step in the hole. Didn't really hit it as hard. And that time he was easy to wrap up. Picks up just 2.
And we talk about that a lot. If you're going to take that stutter step, that's kind of one of the worst positions to do it in. It's a great position there to get that leg just chopped.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to go into that wall and just keep trucking until you find that soft spot and fall forward.
It's going to be a pickup of 2 on the play to make a 2nd down and 13. Pass set. Little RPO there. Nice job to the outside. Almost tries to break it. A little bit of a dead leg coming up to make the play. It's going to be Middleton.
There's something you don't see very often. Jefferson got the pass into the flat and overcame Christensen 21 I'm sorry, Middleton, Christian Middleton, comes over to make the play. He was going low on Jefferson. Jefferson saw him coming, actually backed up a yard or two before finishing off the run. Not sure how effective it was, but it was kind of interesting to watch. 3rd down and 8. Ball at the 42.
Same set, coming to the wide side of the field. Looking, rolling the entire time, has the flood. That's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah.
Ball intended to Robinson, no avail.
Yeah, that time Earl Estelle had broken free straight up the sideline, but Money didn't see him.
That's going to make a 4th down. All of a sudden, you're seeing back-to-back stops, Coach?
Yeah. No, that's the first time they've stopped.
A first stop.
Yeah, this is the first time for the punt team. Boy, how about Citrus Hill airing that out? We've already seen him throw 3 times.
Just testing that playbook. Nice job, picks it up, has a little bit of a seam, runs forward, gets himself forward. Coming up there for the tackle is going to be Sean Dorso, and now it's going to come Newbury Park.
Nice 11-yard return. Well, 53 seconds to go in the first quarter. So far, 2 good drives for Citrus Hill, and Newbury Park is still trying to finish a drive.
Had an opportunity early.
Oh,
interception.
Yeah, that interception was inside the 20.
Motion, it's going to fake it, back out to him. Nice little play. I kind of like it, Coach.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, that was a nice day. They're going to be flagged here at the end of it. We'll see what they call. That was a great job of blocking downfield by the wideouts.
Yeah, you got Terrell Vaughn faking the fly sweep, continues his motion, but wheels it to the back. And then from there, they fake it to Middleton, cut over the middle, then they hit him on the pass on that wheel route. So it's kind of interesting.
And they're going to add 15 yards to that. So again, into Citrus Hill territory go the Panthers of Newbury Park. And this is what I mean by finishing a drive. You've gotten down here 3 times. This is the 3rd time inside Citrus Hill territory, and you have no points to show. That's what I mean by finishing the drive. You've gotten it this far. Now let's take it to the next level. Of course, those guys in blue may have something to say about it.
Oh, they sure do. Trips look again, middle zone read the whole way. Middleton with the ball. He's going to take the ball close to the 40-yard line. Looks like they're going to mark him off at the 39. He pick up a 1 on it.
I like it, though. You got to keep going to the run. Now that time Citrus Hill is able to get a little penetration, get a little push, and limit the damage. But for Newbury Park, keep handing the ball off as we come to the end of the first quarter.
And all of a sudden, Coach, we're seeing a pretty quick game. Look, when you begin to look at what Newbury Park is able to do, we thought they'd be able to move the ball. They are moving the ball. They're down 4 guys on defense. They're missing their starting quarterback. Scores 14-0 first quarter. Yeah, that's something to contend with. But, you know, what the possibilities could have been. Got a good football team out there. And now it just becomes, they got to believe in themselves. Hey, it's next man up, and I think they're doing it.
Well, getting that stop on the last series is a big deal. This Citrus Hill offense is not something teams see very much anymore. You go back 20 years, everybody's running power football. They go to the spread. Nobody knew how to stop it. Nobody knew how to defense it. All of a sudden, everybody goes to the spread. Flash forward 20 years later, everybody's running the spread. Nobody's running this power game. And I'll tell you, it is difficult to simulate in practice. And when something is difficult to simulate in practice, you can see it coming in the game, usually advantage to the team who's doing something different. It takes about a quarter to get used to it. And I think we saw it earlier this season against El Camino, where Citrus Hill came out, pound, 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 and then they struggled the rest of the game.
Yeah, because it takes everybody a little bit of time. The team on the field, what they have to do is they have to get used to the speed,
and the power.
And the speed and the power. And what the coaches have to do is realize, hey, we don't need to be spread out as much as this far. Let's get these guys in the box and put them in better positions.
And we're going to find out next time that Citrus Hill has the ball, whether or not they've adjusted.
They're got a little bit of a wham package right now. Instead, they're going to throw it downfield. Handy waiting. Nice job there by the tight end. Throws it out of bounds. But he was waiting on, he was just waiting and waiting for Vaughn to break clear. He doesn't have that luxury. On the outside, he had Madison, but he wanted Vaughn to come off there and get it down there. Just not there.
A great job of protecting up front. Gave him a lot of time. And again, give credit in the secondary for the coverage. Big third down for Newbury Park.
Martin's going to be up top at the slot. Madison's going to be your fullback. Rolls, swings it. Nice job. Oh. Too many guys in one spot, brought the collision to him. Good reception there by Allen. Allen's going to pick up a few on the play. Could be pick up 5 or make it 4.
And this is a pretty nice open field tackle. I think this is Orange. He got his hips turned, but was able to come back to the underneath route in his man coverage and make a nice play, keeping it to a short gain. 4th and 5 from the 37.
And here comes the blitz. Right up, what a call. Nice job by the coach. And I'm telling you something, Madison does it very well on that. What a time to call the draw. Patient back there, acting like he's going to set it. Here he is, and boom, counters that draw right across the grain and just gallops that thing downfield.
Yeah,
good work.
What a great play call. They've been running that sprint action, and they came back with the draw underneath. Citrus Hill bought on the sprint. Big first down.
Ball's down, back over to Madison. Nice job just getting it up there.
Yeah, little trouble with the exchange. Is this the same play? Yeah, we couldn't see it. Ball was snapped pretty well right into Handy's hands, but he wasn't able to hold it. Able to get the handoff off, but it's a loss of 2.
Looking again, over to Handy, gets it out to the tight end, Martin. Nice job by Martin. Run through that, big boy. You cannot settle down there.
He's going to be just short of the first down.
And he leans forward. I mean, 6'3", 235. Just take the next step. He's settled seeing the hit coming. You have to realize where he is in that position. Sees the free safety. He has to know that he has a buddy coming. And he got to run through that. Lower the shoulder and go.
It looked like he was looking to try to make an outside move instead of just, you're exactly right. Lower those shoulders and get that first down.
Because he did it at the 30. He took 5 guys, 5 yards. Power eye set over the top, and there he goes, drive. Boy, he smells that end zone, coach.
That's nice.
And does that by himself, picks up the first down, plus another 5, 6 on the carry, and all of a sudden, this is the 3rd trip into the red zone, and they're knocking on the door.
Still no points. They've got to finish. Get points on the board. Citrus Hill defense, they're going to be looking for that goal line stand.
Same thing, offset, nothing there. Great job on the pass, interference in the end zone. How about how they did that? That's a great job. They're going to line Martin up as the fullback. Offside, they send him through as the block, release him, fake the ball, and then from there the quarterback just rolls, hits him right in hand.
Yeah, and that time Citrus Hill got caught holding. And just out of your picture is the hold. Not bad coverage, but he had to kind of grab him to keep him from running past. He being Dorsey.
Whoa! Holy mackerel!
And making his first appearance, huh?
Well, hello, I'm glad you're playing today. Nice job there by Wilson. Comes off that nose tackle position unscathed and just lays a ham bone right on the back of Madison. Watch this. Coming from the middle of your screen. Here comes the big boy.
Yeah.
And there's the ham bone right over the shoulder. Nothing. Exactly.
A little miscommunication up front. Somebody's got to take care of 99. He's a big boy.
Yeah, I mean, he is big and he got skinny. How does that happen? And doing a good job with him tonight is going to be Fratiani. Oh, put the wrong foot into the ground. Tried to plan on that inside foot, coach. You need to put the power foot on the outside.
This is a very good defense. And you saw penetration 2 plays in a row. And you see he just beats his man across. And there's nowhere to go. That time it was Zomal, number 7. They are fast, they are strong, and they will hit you.
And right now, they are going the wrong direction, being the Panthers.
Yeah.
They're at the 5, now they're at the 10. Looking, handy, waiting, patient, gets high and pulls it down. What a delivery, what a catch. And what was nice is the way he did not run into the free safety. Gave his quarterback a target, and the big boy goes up and pulls it down. Great job there by Ian Allback.
Well, I tell you, number 17, Handy, what a job. Sits in there, he's got great protection. The offensive line has given him plenty of time to throw. He finds the man and delivers a strike. That was a well-thrown ball. And Newbury Park is on the board.
Newbury Park doing it in the air. 14-6 goes to score.
Or for the extra point. And we got something, all right.
They just shifted over.
Yeah. The spot is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 8:04 to go in the second quarter. Newbury Park's on the board. They trail by a touchdown.
And here we go. Take a look at this. Just wait for him to open, and there he is. Falls right behind the linebacker and right underneath the safety, and all of a sudden, Newbury Park is doing what they need to do. Very patient pattern.
And again, you can see why Allbeck has been such a big part of their offense for the last couple of weeks. He waited to break that on the inside until the man guarding him had turned his hips. Then he busted it inside. That created the separation. And the strike by Handy makes it a one-touchdown game.
And that's one of the things that we noted that's improved with Newbury Park. One of the things that before what they were doing, when they would see these zone teams, they would continue their pattern. But that's a great job. You want to talk about how to sit inside a window? That is how you do it.
Here we go.
Orr's on the pooch. Not fair.
Yeah, it was fair call.
Did he put his hand up in there?
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest fair catch signal in the world.
Yeah, that's how you get hit right in the teeth.
By Trenton Fuggins. But he did make it. And Citrus Hill will take over at the 33.
Supporting a brighter today and tomorrow for California student athletes. Those of you who fight and battle every day out on the playing field. Show Marine your fighting spirit. Your license is the next level. Find out more at www.marines.com.
All right, now this is turning into a big down, a big series of downs, especially this early in the ball game.
They got to get something running because all of a sudden you have a team starting to pick up some confidence.
Yep.
I told them to get it running. They're going to go Wildcat. It's going to get absolutely stuffed. Coming up there is going to be the linebacker. Great read by Roper. Right from the inside, finds his fit and gets behind there. Good play, and the next guy you got to give credit to is Valdez on that defensive end.
43 is not a big player, but God bless America, he plays big.
Man.
And one of the keys to this game is can the Citrus Hill offensive line get to the second level and keep Roper from roaming around back there? Roaming free.
They invert it. Nice job coming up from the free safety position. That's one of the things that they're going to do. They're going to open up that free safety, let him come down and play like a linebacker, and that's going to be Madison. It's exactly what occurred there. And he can just pretty much freelance and allow the linebacker to go up there to the line. And how do you stop that? Get that ball vertical going downfield.
He's up third down.
That's going to make a third down. 5. Here comes the power to the outside. No, they're going to bring it to the opposite side. There goes Money. Money has to make a first down, and he does. Yeah. What a job. Knew where he had to go and actually dove for that position. Great awareness on the field.
And again, he didn't make a mistake. He looked to the left. He had one-on-one coverage on the outside. He looks, he sees, there you see him. He sees there's nothing there, pulls it down, and he's off and running. And he makes a nice first down, a big first down here in this second quarter. Again, Money from the shotgun. Pitches to Jefferson. Jefferson looking for somewhere to go. Hitting the backfield twice and brought down.
Speed,
nice
coach.
Play.
You can't teach speed. Nice job there by Allen.
That's the freshman, Christian Middleton. Boy, he came up and was able to get a hold of Jefferson, and Jefferson could not pull away. Loss of 5 on the play. And Citrus Hill is trying to look for a little action, little something to get them going.
Slayton comes down to the bottom of your screen. They just got done targeting him earlier. Here comes the counter. Running hard. Lowers his head. He's going to get that ball. Looks going to pick up about 8 yards on it. Nice job on the second down run.
Yeah, very nice run. Again, broke a couple of tackles. Newbury Park, these guys in white jerseys, they're where they're supposed to be right now. If they can make the tackles, boy, they could make this a real long night for Citrus Hill. As it is, 3rd and 8, ball sitting just at the 48.
And they're not doing anything fancy. They're playing their position. They're not dogging this thing. They're just doing what they're coached up. Opposite side, looking, nothing there at all. Somebody has to stay home, and they do. Great play. You want to talk about how to beat a block?
Ball's out. You hang on to that? Yeah, he did.
Take a look at T.J. Davis on this, John, if you can go back. The way he fought himself across the face of the receiver to make that tackle, forcing Money to cut it back to the inside. Just nothing there at all.
Brings up 4th down and 2 yards to go. Correction, 2.5 yards to go.
Yeah, there you see 24 keeps that outside leverage, beats the block. And you're right, Coach, that's a great job.
Power formation. John with it's going to pick up 3 on it. Still leaning forward. Good job. Leg drive. Who could say weight room? Somebody say weight room.
Weight room.
Wow. That's going to be a pickup of 7 on the play.
Every single game we've watched number 9 run, and the key to him and what makes him so good, it's hard to see here, but look at when he makes contact, watch what those legs are doing. They're still propelling. Citrus Hill trying to go fast here, back in the power formation. Didn't get everybody set.
And also, you notice this is the 3rd time they've gone to that stack eye. Yeah. They're seeing something. Hey, we're going to get these guys. We're going to have to get these guys pretty much. This could become a real dog fight. Yep. They're going to bring 7 or 9 across the front.
We got to attack them.
Yeah, got to attack them. Got to go after them.
That time, though, they just tried to go too fast. Remember, everybody has to be set for at least a second.
Same set, and jumped off sides again. Nothing called on that. That time they got it. Look at procedures going to come on the right side.
Yeah, it looked like the tight end.
Yep. Want to get there a little bit too quickly. You see how they're setting up the blocks now. Now they're just going to try to put, it's all POA. Point of attack. How many people can we get there right now? And this is the one thing we do not want to see.
Yeah, I don't like to see guys down on the field, and we've got an injured.
It's going to be Valdez. It's the one of the guys that they don't want to see down there. That's not Valdez.
That's 56. That's Jake Haywig. So they're tending to him.
Man, they've got lean up there. You know, they're missing them. They're missing Crosby, the senior, 6'4", 280. That would have been huge for them tonight. They're missing their defensive end, and with Hedwig going out, you know that's going to hurt.
Hey, this is turning into a nice ball game.
Turning into a nice ball game. And what about when we start looking at the offensive stats, specifically dealing with John Jefferson? Right off the bat, 115 yards. Does it quickly, gets it going on the first 4 carries, pretty much just carries Citrus Hill into the end zone. Let's just face reality on it.
Well, I mean, you're talking about the first couple of series.
Yes, first couple of series.
You're talking about 38-yard runs, 18-yard runs, 24-yard runs, and those are getting harder to come by. His last few carries are 2 yards, 7 yards, 7 yards. It's starting to. Newbury Park is starting to get a feel for the speed of this game and for the power of this offense, and is able to make adjustments with their own speed and power.
And one thing you can't do is you cannot simulate this at practice. There goes D. Nice job there by D. Got to pick up about 6 on the play.
And that's not a bad run for D. Miles. And he's got to play a lot of defense this week. Talking with Coach Zomalt before the game, he says, we got to figure out a way to kind of limit Miles's carries so that he's not too tuckered out to play defense, because we need him there.
That's going to make it 2nd down and 15. Estelle's going to go to the top of your screen. Come underneath is going to be Slayton as they try to open this thing back up. The wing's going to be Robinson. Looking to that side, running to that side. Real patient by John. Can he slip through? Nice job. Takes the ball up over to the 35, down to the 34-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of 10.
And again, point of attack. Newbury Park is doing a great job of getting there and neutralizing blocks. That time Jefferson saw it, was able to cut back, find a little crease, and boy, I like watching him run. What looks like it should be a 2 or 3 yard gain is 7. Probably 2 down territory here for the Hawks with the ball at the 34. 3rd down, and we'll call it 6.
Sean Durso checks in. He's going to the top of your screen. Looking in that way. Sean's going to make the block. Trying to fight off the blocks the corner. Nice job by the corner coming up. That's going to be Middleton.
Now we're going to get the biggest play of the half so far today. It's going to be 4th down and 2 as another Newbury Park player is down.
Yeah, it's going to be Middleton. He comes up hard on that freshman, and he just gets hammered. Little twisted as he tries to cut him back to the inside. Pretty much coached up this exact same way as what you saw Davis do. Keeps his outside shoulder free, tries to beat through the block, and then from there just got twisted.
4th down and 2.
All right, let's do it.
4th down and 2. Now this is a big play. This is huge because remember we being Citrus Hill, had 2 5-yard penalties. So this was 1st and 20. And their offense, their power running game has picked up 18 yards on 3 plays.
It's a briefcase approach to the game. They're going to line up in that stack guy. Go ahead.
Now, can they finish?
Oh, yeah.
Can they finish?
They can finish this because they're going to line up in that stack guy. And then from there, they're going to the power. They're going to bring that guard through there. And you're going to have 4 or 5. It's a party going through the 4-hole.
Yeah, it is.
Seriously. It's all they're looking for is root beer and somebody bring the vanilla ice cream.
Down, kick out, turn up, go.
We want this kid to get up. That's going to be Middleton. He's the freshman. He's 5'11", 160. Does a great job in the backfield. He's the backfield coming in.
I don't think that's Middleton. No, that's number 2.
Oh, it's 2. Woo.
Yeah, that's Marquise Allen. Yeah. Again, another guy playing on both sides of the ball tonight.
Luckily, they brought 2 charter buses. Next man up. This is exactly what we said that we would see. There's the pull. There he comes. To the outside it goes. Too many guys at the POA. And all of a sudden, into the end zone. Touchdown, Citrus Hill. 30 yards.
Huge run. I mean, not just the 1st down, but he goes all the way for 6. And, you talk about having to answer. And, boy, Citrus Hill just made a big answer. Just looks like Newbury Park's going to get back in this ball game. Citrus Hill drives the length, overcomes the 1st and 20, overcomes a couple of 4th downs, and they're on for the extra point. So here we go, Caballero with the extra point. The spot is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 2 minutes, 19 seconds to play in the 2nd quarter, and it's a 2-touchdown lead for the Hawks.
And what I want you to take a look at this. He doesn't even get touched. No one's even around him past the linebacking position. And then from there, he has the ability and the wherewithal to see it, good vision, puts his foot in the ground and bounces it right to the outside. But what that offensive line is doing on that right side and the way they pull that thing around and kick, Jefferson, wow. And then put Jefferson behind that?
Oh, yeah. He's a lot faster than he looks, isn't he?
Oh.
Because he looks like a big fullback. But he turned that corner, turned on the juice, and we saw it earlier in the first quarter in one of his touchdown runs. He's got some speed.
No, this is going to be a team to be reckoned with, Coach, going forward. With the new set that they're running, with D. Miles as the quarterback, brings up a different perspective and something else that they have to handle. Still on his feet, needs a block, nice job. Wow. And that was a saving tackle coming across by Slayton because they had to pick on the outside. If he would have been able to get by Slayton, he's gone.
Vaughn, number 6, Vaughn for Newbury Park has made a couple of nice returns.
I make that Papa Brown, excuse me about that.
Yeah, that's all right. But Vaughn, number 6, has made a couple of nice returns. They look good on their return game. Of course, they hate having to use it.
No.
They've looked good doing it so far.
Yeah, they haven't had to use it 3 times thus far.
Well, now here's an interesting drive. Can you put points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half? Because when you come back after halftime, guess who starts with the ball? That would be Newbury Park.
Groblinson is the new quarterback. Sets his feet, gets it to the outside, not there. Wow. I have no, that's a, ooh.
Yeah, it looked like he just tried to aim.
He aimed that ball like it was a dart almost instead of just throwing it. And
instead of having a nice, I'm sorry, Coach. Instead of having a nice smooth throw, it's a little choppy and down at his knees.
Yeah, and Vaughn, he was expecting that on his outside shoulder, catches it on the inside. That's tough to run one way and catch the ball a different direction. Look at the big tight end Martin this time. See if they get him into the seam. He releases there. There it is to Martin. Nice job there by Martin. Turns, gives him a big target. He's got to put the ball right about the 34-yard line. That's going to make a 3rd down with 6 to go.
Yeah, nice play coming up from his free safety position was Dorso, recognizing what the tight end was doing by sitting down and coming up and making a nice, keeping it to a nice 4-yard gain.
3rd and 4. Motion we go. There's the wheel route into the flood. Quarterback waiting, patient, right over to the big boy. That time he leans forward, takes the ball to the 12-yard line. Clock's going to start, minute 25.
Yeah, nice job by the quarterback. He got some time to Gulbinson. He had some time, took a look at a couple different receivers before coming back to his tight end, number 81.
Yeah, what they like doing with Vaughn on that, they like to run that flood. They like to run that fly motion and into a flood pattern on the opposite side. Looking, still patient. Down the field it goes.
Nice.
Wow. What a play. Oh. Quickly realized, hey, I'm sorry about pushing off like that. A nice job there by the back judge, not making a big deal out of that.
What a great coverage by Arion Orange. He looked open for a moment. The ball came. Arion was there, knocks it away, and it's 2nd and 10.
2nd down, 10 to go. Martin's at the slot. Blitz is coming. They're coming hard too, Coach. Someone jumped.
Yeah, this time it's going to be number 54, Derrick Henry. He saw the blitz coming too, tried to get back just a little too quick. That'll cost him 5 yards. 1 minute, 8 seconds to go. Newbury Park trying to put themselves in a position to put points on the board here before the end of the half.
Come out in dubs. Goober said, here comes the safety blitz. Nobody jumps that time. Takes a look, gets it to the outside, gets it low. Did he pull it up?
Yes, he did. That's a nice catch.
What a catch. You want to talk about him picking it up, Coach. Great job by Ian Albeck.
Yeah, he's everything we heard coming in, isn't he? A nice route, and this time, this is not a good ball. But he just goes down, picks it up off of his shoestrings, and makes a nice grab.
All of a sudden, they're at the 44-yard line. 56 seconds going. On the snap, look, quarterback looks him off. Nice job by the quarterback, like the way he moves his head. Tries to run, turns, just needs to throw it now. Does, coming back to the football, close play all the way around. Knew where his receiver was. Dangerous throw, ball goes over to Vaughn. Vaughn recognizes that the quarterback's in trouble. If he would have seen it just a little earlier, would have been able to come back a little sooner.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you just try to do so much, and Gulbertson probably should have just at some point pulled that thing down and just headed to the sideline, take what you can, get the clock stopped, go to the next play. He almost threw up a dangerous ball that ended up being batted up into the air, but fell back to the earth harmlessly.
Dubs look again. Relaxing, back stays in for the protection. Look at all the time he has to throw this football. Great job by the offensive line. Now he uncorks it. Can he get there? Can't do it. Pass intended to Falskin. Carson unable to get on his horse. But I'm telling you something, he threw it to where the receiver could go and get that rock.
He almost came up with a big play.
Huge.
But you're right. Look at these guys up front, led by 75 Fratiani. Look at that protection that he has. And now he's just being an athlete. And look, there he is. Can't quite get it to him. He had a step on Orange.
Yeah, Fratiani and Wilson, both seniors, and that's the battle that both of them are going to be seeing at the next level. They're going to be going against guys their own strength, their own size, their own weight, and now you're starting to see some real work. So if you want to come out there and see a couple guys, this is a good film to take a look at how both are doing.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. This Citrus Hill defense, especially the defensive front, they do a good job of getting push and then getting off guys and making plays. And right now, they're not really getting that push, especially on pass situations. It's all bull rush. And that Newbury Park offensive line is doing a great job of holding their own.
Which is why you saw Coach Zolmal recognizing that same thing. Hey, they're able to contain them. We don't have to worry about the quarterback scampering through. Pressure comes from the outside, from those linebackers and defensive ends, or the outside linebackers in this type of a defense. And all of a sudden, that's what changes the dynamic for the quarterback play. But what you can see, if you're going to leave that Newbury Park quarterback on spot, he's going to pick you apart. He's got the ability to throw it. You got to get him off the spot.
You better know where number 11 is, right down here at the bottom of your screen.
Jumped again. That's going to move him back 5. We make a 3rd and 15 with 29 seconds remaining.
Yeah, again, just seeing that movement and just trying to get going too quick are the Newbury Park Panthers. Yeah, it might be our fault for complimenting the O-line as much as we have. Might have jinxed it.
Blitz coming. There it comes. On the twist. Nice job. Has the first down. Move the chains, they say. And what a play by Surya. Comes off the slot, turns, knows exactly where he's supposed to be.
Oh.
And all of a sudden, first down.
What a terrible time for number 75 Fratiani's helmet to come off. He's going to have to come out. And now a new lineman will come in off of the bench. Clock running, 20 seconds. Ball at the 30.
They're going to kill it probably.
Yep. And that's the one play that 75 has to sit out. That is huge.
139 yards of passing total offense right now for Newbury Park. 111 of them, Coach, done in the air.
Well, they're going to need 31 more in 18 seconds.
Out back to the bottom of your screen. They're going to press him. Over under they go on him. Looking to Al back side. He comes back for the ball, gets himself out of bounds. There's a receiver, Coach.
Coach, I'm just glowing on number 11. Again, I watched him. He's got press coverage up against him. He drives the man off, breaks to the sideline, makes the catch, gets out of bounds, stops the clock. That's just a nice job.
Third time he's been targeted tonight, 36 yards thus far.
Look at him just drive him off, bring it back out. The ball is on time, gets the feet in.
Martin's up top, looking at him, trying to find Al back again, being chased down as the quarterback, gets himself out of bounds. Nice job.
Yeah, nice job of avoiding the sack and getting out of bounds. That's the key. With 9.5 seconds to play, I'm sorry, 8.6 seconds to play, getting out of bounds, getting the clock stopped. Even though it's fourth down, you're giving yourself one more chance.
Yeah, what's real surprising about that, they got Vaughn all the way across that ex-receiver, just keeping him out there. You would think they try to run that post, give him one more person to throw the ball to. Instead, they just ran him straight down the numbers.
Yeah, well, they were looking this side with 11 and 9. And those are their two best receivers, and that's where they're going. Both of them here in the short side.
Oh, I totally agree with you, but they turn around, and the way these receivers are coached up, and the way they're able to get inside that post, maybe it gives them someone else to look to. But here we go. 8 seconds, 21-7. What are you throwing?
Fourth down and 3.
Fourth and 3.
I'm throwing into the end zone.
Pick up the first down, clock starts, gives you another shot to get to the end zone.
You do have one timeout.
And they got one timeout, and they got big number 81, Stone Martin,
I take that
was
back.
able to turn.
I take that back. They just used their last timeout. No, you won't have enough time to set up another play, even with the first down and the clock stopping. Maybe you get one more off. I'm throwing the ball into the end zone.
Instead, we're both wrong, Coach. They're going to come out there and
field
kick
goal.
it.
Yeah.
And that's going to be Orr. He's going to be coming out. It's going to be a 42-yard attempt.
He has kicked several field goals this year. Let's see what happens. Handley will hold. The snap is down. The spot is down. The kick is up. The kick is
short.
No good. Short.
Never got it up in the air.
Never ran the clock. They ran the clock after the play. That's too bad. I think the longest I had seen him kick was 34. I'd have to check my notes and see what his longest kick is. You see, that one was just a little bit too far.
He's got the leg for it. He tried to overkick it maybe.
Yeah.
You know, the whole thing is, I'm not a kicker by any stretch of the imagination, but it's the same stroke. Just like playing golf, it's the same stroke. You don't try to overhit that ball.
Depending on where you are. You know, an extra point, you can get under that thing and get a lot of lift because you don't have to kick it so far.
Right.
You start backing out, though.
Oh, you got to drive it.
It is a bit of a different kick. So Citrus Hill takes the knee. We're going to go to halftime.
There we go, 21-7.
What do you think?
I'm thinking we're looking at some football. I think when you go back into the Newport Harbor locker room, they're like, wow. Not Newport Harbor.
Especially at Newbury Park.
Newbury Park.
Yeah.
You go into the Newbury Park locker room, and they're saying, hey, we're kind of in this thing.
They are.
Don't sneeze. And all of a sudden, they're starting to find something with Alback, number 11, their Z receiver. They've already discovered that with Vaughn, he can get underneath. And then Martin, they don't really utilize him at the tight end. I was expecting to see a little bit more tight ends to the slot. And then from there, put him into the seam, force these linebackers to stay back and respect him. And all of a sudden, they're playing 5-on-3 up front. That could change things. But when you start looking at what Newbury Park has done, or what Citrus has done, those front three have stymied this running game. That running game is on check right now because of what those three are doing, especially with Wilson in the middle.
Citrus Hill defense looks good. The offense, it came out on fire. We'll find out in the second half whether or not Newbury Park has made the adjustment.
It's going to be interesting for Newbury Park. Looking forward to see what Citrus Hill comes, because they're going to have to battle back against that receiving corps.
We're going to have a good second half for you.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be here. See ya. Okay, we saw a pretty exciting first half, and I think it's going to be something a little bit special. They started to find something with Vaughn, with him able to get underneath. Martin doing a great job coming off of that wide, coming off the tight end position, but not using him as a tight end. I think you're finding him a little bit more as a tight end in the second half, putting him off at the slot. But what do you say about number 11? He's become everything for him, especially in the final stretch going down the second quarter.
Bless America. Did he have a good first half or what? He is every bit that they've advertised him, and wow, how did this offense exist without number 11? He did a good job, and look for them to do more. This is going to be a big start to the second half because Newbury Park is going to get the ball to start this second half, and if they can put some points on the board, we're a dogfight for the rest of the night.
Okay, right now we can take a little bit of a Rancho update. What is going on over there? First round, Brock, let's go. What do you got?
All right, hey, here we are back. Exciting game here at Rancho Verde High School between the Mustangs and the Bulldogs of Oak Hills. We just started the second half. Rancho Verde received the kickoff. They are down 1 point by a score of 8-7. Oak Hills points were scored off of a touchdown run by the running back and a safety with the ball snapped over the puncher's head. Rancho Verde's touchdown was scored by Josiah Richards, passed by Brock White. And we're going to get back to you guys in the second half of the Andrea Magana, and we look forward to some great action. Thanks. Back to the boys.
So there you go. Rancho Verde finds themselves on the south side, 8-7. Oh, is that a baseball score? Is it the Dodge? Is it Houston, LA? What's going on over there? Not too sure. Both schools, dynamic offense, one with a dynamic running game.
Yeah, we'll hear more about it, the game as it goes on, but I imagine you're going to see that's Oak Hills. Oak Hills power running team. And Rancho Verde, especially we saw it here against Citrus Hill, they had difficulty stopping that run, which left their offense standing on the sideline. It sounds like we got some of that again here tonight.
Come back to us, and we got a little bit of first half highlights. See, Johnny, what do we got going on here? First play, we'll take a look at Jefferson. Nice job there by John. We talked about them before. They take it off that 4 right off the tackle. Now they're starting to get to the edge. Nice job there by Jefferson. And here comes the second touchdown. Quick toss to the outside. And from there, look at the blocks coming downfield. Still maintain the leverage on the block. Smart enough to get underneath.
At this point of the game, it really looked like, and we had the interception, and at this point of the game, it really looked like the route was about to come on. But Newbury Park was able to stop Citrus Hill on offense. And then right here, you see, nice catch by number 11, Allbeck.
And Allbeck, his ability to sit in that zone and realize what's happening with the window, but all of a sudden, Citrus comes right back, stepping out of it. 30-yard gallop there by John.
Good
and
teams,
all of a sudden,
good team score before the half. And that's what Citrus Hill did there. And then they got the defensive stop that they needed.
And then this is what we're talking about. We're looking at a receiver going next level, and then here comes the field goal, a little bit short on the back side of it. But all in all, Coach, Allbeck, they're going to be seeing a lot of him, I think, this half. And also with the new quarterback they brought in, hey, also a freshman, 6'3", a $175, bigger kid, throws the ball, and seems to have a little bit more of a direction. What I like watching with him is he's able to control the defensive backfield with his shoulders and head. Look for him to really get off for this second half, and if they do, it's going to be something special. When you start looking at the stats, dealing with Newbury, right now 147 yards total offense, knocking out, believe this, 119 of them in the air. Leading receiver for them is going to be Martin, 41 yards on 3 receptions. And that's going to be Vaughn, takes it to the outside. Vaughn steps up. Nice job there by Vaughn. Tries to make something out of it. Gets knocked down right about the 22-yard line. And here we go.
That's the best coverage that Citrus Hill has had tonight on the kickoff.
So 1st and 10 comes out in Newbury Park. Let's see what they talked about. Hopefully it wasn't about lattes and the drive home, because they got some work cut out for them tonight. The one we got to look at in the middle is going to be Wilson, number 99, the nose tackle. Great competition. 2 kids looking at going to D1. And, man, looking at mano-a-mano, 280 on 290.
Still haven't been able to really put the running game together is Newbury Park.
And they're not trying either as they go empty set, bunch set on the inside. Martin's going to be the tight end on that as he looks up at the Y. Looking, relax, still patient on his feet. Gets it over to Allbeck. Go pick up about 4 on the play.
Boy, I tell you, that pocket just collapsed, and Handy felt it, but was able to get it to Albeck for a 4-yard gain. Nice job of staying in there and delivering a nice ball.
Now, what do you think about bringing Handy back after what we saw earlier? It looks like they're going to a 2-quarterback platoon system. I like the second quarterback a little bit better right now. Here comes the run, straight out. It's going to be Madison, dead leg through, still on his feet. Good job, hustles out. Go pick up about 5 on the play. Coming up for the tackle, coming up on that tackle for them is going to be Sean Dorso, number 6. It's going to make a 3rd down and 1.
I couldn't see who got in there initially in the backfield that Madison was able to step around. It might have been Papa Brown, number 10.
They're going to go quick at it.
Yeah.
Quick with a slow count, up and over the top, picks up the 1st down. Good decision. They're going to say move them. Now it's going to be Madison coming up over the top, picks up 3 on it.
Newbury Park has been effective in the air. If they can get the running game going, they're going to present some problems for this very good Citrus Hill defense.
Checking the game for Citrus Hill is going to be D. Miles. Yes, he is playing quarterback. Trips look coming to the bottom of your screen. Looking, Handy, needs somebody. Albeck wants him. Albeck says just throwing the ball. Leans up, goes over the top. Handy's trying to tell him to go downfield. Albeck says, no, throw me the ball right here. And he delivers it. It's going to be a pickup of about 9 on the play. It's going to be a little bit short.
No, they're giving him the 1st down.
I'm looking at the head linesman over there.
There it is.
There he goes.
First down keeps the drive alive, 45-yard line.
Same set, opposite side of the field. Looking over the top, over to Martin. Stone Martin pushing this time, picking up another. We said we talked about it, Coach. They're going to be going to Martin. They're going to be going to Albeck, and they're going to come up with an answer. And they being Citrus Hill.
Yeah, and it's just little stop routes. That's all they're doing. Just pulling up in a little hole, and Handy is giving them the ball. Finding the receivers, getting them the ball.
One of the things you found out with Coach Klein, when he finds something that works, he keeps with it. As you notice, look at this. Madison right up the gut, lowers his shoulder, bounces off of one, getting pinballed around there, still on his feet, takes it over the 30-yard line, down to the 29. Good job, 16-yard pickup.
Momentum can help you and help you a lot. And this does not look like the team that started this ball game. And right now, they're able to run the ball and throw the ball.
Double set, look out. Madison still going to be your setback. Handy with the ball, back over to Madison. Madison steps, puts his foot in the ground, leans himself forward. And in the end zone, can he go? Step over one, dives into it. Touchdown! The Panthers come clawing back into this. 8:51 remains in the 3rd. It's going to be close.
Oh, this game is on. It is absolutely on. Nice run by Madison. In fact, a nice series of runs by Madison. He had 2 or 3 really nice ones, including a 3rd and 1 that he picked up 3, was just a fantastic job.
Yeah, Madison goes 6-3, 16 and 29 to cap off this drive. There comes the point after.
The snap is low, the spot is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good.
Now that would have been good from the 37.
8:51 to go. This is a 1-touchdown game again. Watch this run. This is just some nice stuff. Look at big old number 60. Get out in front. That's a great job by Cundiff. Spring and Madison, who finishes in the end zone.
And we talk a lot about this with the Citrus Hill offensive line. They get that push. They get that defensive line resting into the feet of the linebackers, and there's nothing they can do about it. Citrus Hill just got a taste of their own medicine with that left side of the offensive line. Great job is the way they collapsed it. From there, they're able to seal it. And what about the vision of Madison, seeing what's going on, cuts underneath the block and takes it right into the end zone. They don't want to kick it deep. Again, touch him.
Wow, I never saw a signal that time.
I never saw anything. Nobody knew what to do on that. I'll tell you what you do on it. You tackle him. That's good. Okay, here we're going over to Andrea. Rancho Verde as Citrus Hill comes out, 1st and 10.
This is the end of our third quarter with a score of 8-14. Rancho Verde in the lead. Our touchdown was scored by our quarterback, Brock White. Our defense is really on fire tonight. That's all I have for you guys, and I'll back to you guys.
So Rancho Verde takes the lead over there.
Both teams in a battle tonight.
Yeah, they are. Here comes the counter. Nice job. Gets to the outside. Stiff arms through. It's going to be John. Looks like he's close to stepping out of bounds. They say he stays in. He's going to go down about the 40. It's going to be a pickup of 3, making it 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, he's just trying to dance on the sideline a little bit. Lost his footing. But still, a nice pickup on a play that really didn't look like it had much going on. Rancho Verde. Citrus Hill scored first. In fact, they scored the first 2 touchdowns before Newbury Park was able to get back on the board. And they have twice cut the lead to 7 points where it stands now.
Right up the gut it goes. He's going to split right over the top. Man! Lowers his head, digs himself forward. And I'm telling you something, Delta Dental wants John on their payroll because you look at Soria comes up there, just gets a mouthful of helmet.
Yeah, but he's able to hold on and make the tackle.
I don't know how he did. By default.
Look at the way he takes off through this hole. He is just going. And he's not making a move on anybody here. It's power football, and he runs like a fullback.
Pick up a 10. Same thing. We'll put it right on his back, see what he can do.
That's
going to be Miles on that. The quarterback keeps that thing in the Wildcat set.
And you'll take that. You know, it's only 2 yards, but it's a nice little counter. Keeps you honest. As Citrus Hill trying to answer Newbury Park's score to start the second half. Again, Miles will give to Jefferson up the middle, big hole, steps through. Oh, nice open field tackle, saving the touchdown. That's Terrell Vaughn, number 6. And he was the last guy that had a chance to bring down Jefferson.
Yeah, nice job coming over from the outside. They're trying to invert this thing and bringing Madison up to make a play, and there's just nothing there for him because what we've been talking about it. They're able to get right into the backfield, into that second level. They just have no ability with these defensive backs to catch up to the power of Citrus Hill.
Do not see the number of the player down, but it is a Newbury Park player. And so timeout on the field. Guys get water. This is huge. Now Citrus Hill needs to finish the drive to reestablish themselves, to reestablish control of the game. Again, the way this game opened up, it looked like Citrus Hill was just going to walk all over Newbury Park, but Newbury Park has hung in there and answered. And
but now here's the question.
Now
for Newbury.
they need a big stop.
Yeah, but and how do you do that with Newbury Park? What they decided to do was bring in number 75, the offensive center. They're going to try to beef this thing up in the front, and then from there just play it. But they have to come up with some ideas of how to handle this. And right now they're going to go to John Tiddy outside. And this is what they need to do. They need to string him out, but he's so powerful, he's just able to bring it through. Nice job there by John.
Yeah, he ran out of room to go, and he said, okay, I can't go that way. Let's go back this way. And he was able to slice and dice and pound and pick up 5 yards.
But that's what you want to do with that big back. You got to force him to bounce it to the outside.
Make him run sideways.
You got to get him going sideways. If he's going to be crab running this thing all the way out to the sideline, let him do it. Come up and make the play, but you can't allow them to go north and south. Fly sweep coming around. Nice job there by the tackle trying to seal it. Nothing there at all. Coming up to make the play from his linebacking position is going to be Cruz.
Yeah, nothing there at all, but he fights his way forward for 3 yards. And that sets up 3rd and 2, less than 2. with the ball inside or just at the 13-yard line. They need to get just short of the 11.
Checking into the game is going to be Orange. Power football all the way through now. And here's your answer. Over the top, does he get inside?
Yes, he did.
Does. Touchdown. So 14 yards out. Jonathan takes it right in. 194 yards on the night, and all of a sudden we're playing some football.
Well, I tell you, that's huge. I can't overstate how big that is. To be able to answer when you have the lead and the other team is trying to come back, the first thing that they have to do is they have to stop you. And if they can't stop you, they can't catch up. It's just as simple as that. And that's why that's such a big, big drive by the Citrus Hill Hawks. Spot is down, the kick is up, and the kick is once again good.
And one of the things that we were talking about was the importance of them to squeeze it. Now we get Chase look at this eye. And look at Jefferson. Look at the blocks being set. And they're just being sealed off all the way downfield. Nice job by the offensive line. Not a lot to it, but the way that they have the ability to get themselves downfield, turn their shoulders, and keep those linebackers at bay, that's what allows for these big runs. And when you got a big back like that and give him 4 steps with nobody touching him, momentum, inertia, that's all that is. It just becomes an inertia game. So 5:42, 28-14.
A body in motion will stay in motion. Caballero to kick off for the for the Hawks. High end over end kick. This will be taken at the 10. Coming back middle. Now looks to the outside. Slips one tackle across the 25 and down at the 27-yard line. Newbury Park is in business. This is about where they started the last drive that ended up in pay dirt. Of course, the other side of having to come back is you have to keep scoring. You have to score, stop the other team. They've got half of it done. Now they'll have to get that same half again.
Malik Mosley playing a lot tonight and playing well. Coming in from that defensive end position. And now's the time that these guys, they being Citrus, they need to make an answer because because you start looking at it offensively, they being the Panthers, believe that they can take this thing right downfield again. Looking, handy, slip screen to the outside. Nice job, leans himself forward. It's going to pick up 8, get pushed out of bounds. Coming up for that reception is going to be Allen.
You see Orange there, number 3, tapping his chest saying, hey, my bad, my bad. He came up hard, but he allowed that guy to get to the outside, and that's his job, is to contain that sideline.
Same set, opposite side. Tailbacks Allen.
Yeah, he had a little trouble with the box. Now we're set to play again.
2nd and 2 we go. Looking, patient, and zone read. He just delayed that, he being Middleton, and all of a sudden, because he delayed it, couldn't find the handle, coach, and knocked the defense off rhythm, and at which point he's able to gallop 7 yards. Nice job there by Middleton.
Yeah, it was a nice run, very patient run. And once he saw a lane to go through, he did get through it, and he's got his Panther teammates out at the 44-yard line, 1st and 10.
So Middleton, still your setback. They come out and do a doubles look. Ian's at the bottom of your screen. Look, see if they're going to look at him. They are. He's looking. Tries to come back. Nothing there. Quarterback never saw the rush. Never, ever saw him. Looking over top the entire time. And Orange comes over and makes him pay for it.
That was Alonto Orange, number 4, who's playing his linebacker position. And when Handy comes out, when he leaves the pocket, now he's free game. Now you're going to see number 4 come up from his linebacker position, and Handy just can't find some place to go with the ball. Here comes Orange, Alonta. Man, that's a nice tackle. You got to get rid of that ball.
Yeah, he held that way too long.
Yep.
just locked on the receiver, waiting for him to open up, and it's not going to happen. Don't have that luxury of time. On him again. Handy's still patient with it. Gets time, gets out, almost pulls down the one-handed catch.
And again, Handy ends up on the ground. Now the Citrus Hill rush is starting to be effective. Because I guarantee you he felt that before he threw that ball, and he threw that ball just out of the reach of big number 11.
This is why I like Ben Globernson in there. Stands up a little taller, gets the ball downfield a little bit better. I don't, from what I've seen from the second quarter to the third, probably see Ben in the fourth quarter. Looks like they're offsetting him or rotating him in that fashion. Here comes Handy, rolling to the outside. Nice job by Handy, over the top. Has him! Great play by Allen, running through the ball. Outstanding work. Put the ball in a position that only his receiver could get it. And this time, he's not on the sideline, coach, and can break to the football.
Well, not only that, but this time again, he leaves the pocket, and here comes the outside backer. Come into your picture right about now. This time he sees him. This time he finds a man. And boy, does he deliver a nice ball. And a good catch by Marquise Allen. And Newbury Park Panthers are in business at the 23.
And apparently I'm wrong. Keep Handy in there, and here we go. Handy drops back in, locks on a receiver, has him in the seam, catches it, and sticks it on him, fights to the end zone, takes it down to the 1 yard line.
Yeah, we saw this earlier on an incomplete pass where the receiver was able to get inside the single coverage on the corner. That time we saw the same thing. The receiver is able to get inside the coverage, and that means you got a direct lane. See how the defender is on the backside of the receiver? That gives you a direct lane to the quarterback. It's tough to defend that way.
And it's goal line defense coming all the way through. Power eyes the look. Straight up the middle it goes. And it's going to be a touchdown, 1 yard scamper. And Newbury Park back on the board. They are not going away.
All of a sudden, we're in a shootout.
We are. They just have to have the ability to stop this offense of Citrus Hill. We said they could put points up on the board. We talked about it earlier, averaging 32 points a game, 31 points a game. So they're no stranger to the end zone, but they got to be able to put some pressure and get a stop.
Vaughn on for the point after. Adjustment by the defense or the offense. We've seen that all night. Spot is down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 3:42 to go in the third quarter. It's 28-21, and once again, it's a one-score ball game. Look at that. That's a nice hole.
Yeah. Runs hard, takes it straight through. I was worried about him for a minute because we didn't see him in the game as they were trying to give Madison a little bit of a rush, but when they needed that pressure, they bring in the big back.
Nice block there by number 44, Robbie Ward. Boy, I tell you, one thing I really miss about football is fullbacks. And you saw there, man, big collision, fullbacks and linebackers collision with each other. That's good fun.
Yeah, if you like fullback football, come over to Valverde School District and take a look at Citrus Hill. They run 3 different ones in 3 different ways. Pooched it up again.
This will be returned.
He's going to take it. He's going to go. Nice job there by Dorso. Leans forward, gets to the other 45-yard line.
Yeah, and I think we're going to get a face mask tacked onto it.
Woo!
Flag on the play.
I'm not too sure about that kick, Coach. I understood taking it down to the 30, pooching it over there, but, man, they're kicking it shorter and shorter. Like they're trying to run under it.
And again, Citrus, to give credit to Zomal, to Coach Zomal. He made the adjustment. They want to kick it there to keep it away from our top guy returning the ball. Well, we'll just put our top guy returning the ball there. And he got a nice return across the 50-yard line. And again, Dorso sneaks over there. He gets a nice return across the 50-yard line. And 15 yards is going to be added on? No, just 5 for an incidental face mask. Citrus Hill is in business with the ball to 39. Motion across. This is going to be Johnson. There's Jefferson back around the outside.
Coming back, Coach. It's coming back.
And he's going to get rid of one guy and score. No signal given because the guy who's going to give the signal is the same guy who threw the flag. I think we're going to get a hold.
Came around that corner.
And that's what we got, holding.
Got his hands on the outside of him. And from there, pushing. Can take a look right here as they try to run this power. And there's the hands right there on the top of the shoulders. That's called on fudgings. And that's exactly what they got.
I think they're calling that on Robinson, number 42.
Yeah, 42.
But I'll tell you, there was no hold there. That was a real nice job of getting around and getting his butt around and sealing the inside. I'm not a fan of that call.
There's been a few of them like that tonight.
Spot foul backs him up. This will be 1st and 15.
Quick look, same play to the outside. Linebacker there, Cruz, just too high. You can't tackle that big back if you try and grab him by his ear holes. That's exactly what's going to happen. You're going to run over. Pick up a 5 on the play.
Yeah, that's a big penalty. Can Citrus Hill overcome it? Not a bad way to start with the first down play. Gives them a second and a little more than 10.
Up the middle it goes, plenty of room, steps to the outside. Touchdown saving tackle coming up on the play and doing it nicely is Soria again.
Yeah, it was a nice tackle. Again, getting down around the ankles of Mr. Jefferson as he shakes his head saying, give me the rock again, coach, give me the rock again.
And the problem is when you got your safeties making all those tackles, that says one thing.
Yeah, 10 yards gains.
10 yards.
They've overcome the penalty.
Here they go into the old double wing motion. That's going to be Robinson coming across. They usually run behind him, and they do this time. Helmet comes off. Wow. Grabs up to those ankles, and what a collision that was to knock off that watermelon saver, and that's going to be Farfan.
He did a nice job of getting across the block, get a little bit of penetration, getting to Jefferson before he could really get going. Unfortunately, with his helmet coming off, he's going to have to head to the sideline.
And that's one of the things that we talked about. It's going to be real important tonight, especially in the remaining of this game, that the defensive line has to play on the heels of the Citrus Hill offensive line. They got to get back there. That's going to be Miles. Go keep that ball. Nice job there by Miles. Takes the ball down to about the 15-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 16. And that's going to be a pickup of 10.
What do you mean by that, Coach? Explain to the folks at home what you mean by getting on the heels.
What I'm talking about, that defensive line, they need to get penetration and actually be behind and get themselves behind the offensive line, thereby forcing that tailback to bounce it and from there put a little bit more pressure at the mesh point.
Another first down for the Citrus Hill Hawks.
Motion again. Robinson look for the counter, and here it comes. There's nothing there at all, trying to strip it. He's still running, still on his feet. This time they pull him down. Great job coming across, keeping the pursuit the entire time. It's going to be Blake Roper. Big loss on the play.
Wow, that is a big loss, because sometimes, you certainly can never fault a guy for trying to make something happen. But right about here, you just got to say, okay, let's go next play. And by breaking free, he's actually going to lose about 10 yards. And we're going to have another break in the action as another white jersey is down.
And that's going to make a second down and about 22 on that. And you're right, Coach. There's times you got to turn around and think about it. But for a minute, tell me just for one fleeting second, you didn't say, you know what, he may turn this thing. Because he got away. He got like 3 yards of separation. Yeah. But good job there by Roper.
Again, you can never fault the kid for working hard. And you never, as a runner, you never think you're going to go down. You always think you've got it. But, yeah, he's not Dorso. If it's Dorso, you probably go, okay, yeah, because he could do that.
Right.
Not that Jefferson can't. Anyway, nothing like overanalyzing.
That's what we do best. And if we don't do that well, we make the rest of it up.
Gino Cruz is up off the carpet. Appears to be okay. Leaving the field under his own power. Loss of 11 on the play.
199 yards rushing thus far for Jefferson. Ooh, look at this. They're going to line him up in the fullback position, this double wing look. Fly sweep. Nope, they're going to fake it, give it over to Jefferson on the outside, and what a block.
Look at the lane.
Did you see that block? 28 yards out. So much for the loss on the play. And all of a sudden, Jefferson finds himself in the end zone again for another 30-yard touchdown.
Wow, he almost answered me. All right, Coach Reck, you want to critique the way I run? Watch this. And that was nice.
Wow.
And you're right. What a kick-out block.
We just kicked it, and we talk about it. We talk about it with Citrus. We talk about it with Rancho. The running backs out here in the Inland Empire, they're coached up very well from the lower levels, and they know how to run patiently. And here we go. Take a look at the block on the outside here by the tackle, by the guard on the pull, and just springs him. And that's what the difference is when you start to look at these guys. That's Samuel coming through there. And just kicks out that corner and just does well. I mean,
and you can't blame the corner. There's not much he can do. You got 150 against 245.
Yeah, there's nothing he's going to do. And what's really impressive about it is that he just does what it takes to get it done. He doesn't cause any type of commotion where a penalty could be thrown on it. And the speed of Jefferson to get right behind him, and almost simultaneously as he's making contact, Jefferson's running right by, 28 yards. That's going to go up. That's going to be Allen. Allen's going to pick the ball up about the 13-yard line. He's going to advance it to the 25. Be a 13-yard return on it, and out comes the Rancho Verde defense, 35-21. Citrus Hill defense at 35-21.
Twice now. Newbury Park has been able to close it to a touchdown, a one-score game, and twice now Citrus Hill has answered. Now Newbury Park needs to keep pace.
Out back to the bottom of your screen, looking that way. They change quarterbacks again. That's going to be Madison. Madison tries to get to the edge, gets bounced all the way through. It's going to pick up 3 yards. It's going to make a 3rd down and 7. 2nd down and 7.
And back in at quarterback is Gulbranson, number 15.
They need to get one guy to get his rhythm and get it going. They've had a lot of luck out of this set as they go to a spread formation. Leaning forward, it's going to be back in motion. That's going to go to Martin. Martin leans forward. It's going to take the ball over to the 37 to the 38-yard line.
Yep.
But that's going to go back. Back took a step, leaned forward. Can't do that. It's not Canadian football.
You can lean okay, but as soon as that foot goes, and he was in motion before the ball snapped.
That's going to move him back 5. That's going to make it 2nd down and about 13.
Well, we've seen Citrus overcome penalties. Now it's the Panthers' turn to overcome penalties.
Vaughn's going to be at the slot at the bottom of your screen. Alback's going to be underneath him. Martin's going to be up top. Back is going to be Madison. Stays in, looks, has Allback, comes out of his break. What a reception! Looks like he was going to go down for a second, regains his balance and finds the ball in the air. Nice job all the way around. Ball goes to the 48-yard line of Citrus Hill.
Yeah, Arian Orange, number 3, was giving him plenty of room, but he falls down as he makes the break, and that gives the room for Allback to be wide open, and a nice throw by Gulbranson.
81 yards and receptions thus far for him tonight. Ball's on the ground again. Just get down and pick it up. We talk about live for the next down. And right there is a prime example. Stop reaching for it. Get down and get the ball.
All right, they were able to overcome the penalty. Now can they overcome the poor play?
Yeah. Hey, as far as I look at it, Coach, it's still a loss of 5 on the play.
Yeah.
So basically it's the same situation.
Yeah, you don't get the down over this way, though. That's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. So this third quarter comes 2 scores for the Newbury Park Panthers, 2 scores for the Citrus Hill Hawks. And we've gone from a ground and pound game to a, I don't know how you would describe this game, but you got field team scoring all over the field.
Well, you're looking at Newbury Park. One of the things that that they've proven is that they love the wide open offense, and it's apparent that they do. 347 yards thus far, only 3/4 of football played. Look for these guys to take this over 400 yards. They may actually go to 450 on the losing end of it. They're playing great football.
Against a Citrus Hill defense that's pretty good.
It's against the Citrus Hill defense that is now being tested in that defensive backfield. Believe me, St. Francis is seeing this, because they're going to see this from St. Francis next week. Multiple sets and coming at them, assuming St. Francis wins.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. St. Francis still has to take care of business over where they're playing tonight.
Okay, I'm giving St. Francis the nod.
Citrus Hill still has to take care of business here tonight. This
game is not over
at all.
That's not over. But the difference is the defense of Newbury has not found a way to answer John Jefferson. Looking, has him, going high for it, pulls that ball down, up and over, tries to reach over the top of him, does, jumps up, lands at the 40-yard line, and quickly, Coach, can they make it up? Yes, they can, as they pick up 12 on the play.
I'll tell you, Coach, that was a really good throw, because he had to throw that into a window over the defender and still keep his man in bounds to make the play.
Spread set again, opening up the defense. Looking, Madison tries to cut up. He does cut up. What a move.
What a move.
What a block downfield. He's only catching the ball? No. Also blocking, allows Madison to get down. Great job there by Madison, as he's going to pick up
Hey,
20 on the play.
You like to talk about that hard cut, and boy, that was a hard cut.
I love the hard cut.
And he just absolutely, I think the term is, broke his ankles. Watch this cut right here. Bang, see ya.
And that's why it's so important to understand that power plant with that outside foot. A little bit of a bubble screen. Nice job there. It's going to be Vaughn. Vaughn still on his feet. Takes it down to the 12-yard line. They smell the end zone again, and they're coming. Pickup of 9 on the play for Vaughn.
Yeah, nice saving tackle by Alonta Orange as he was able to corral him. But we have a flag down on the field.
It's a discussion flag.
The officials will talk about it. Here comes our signal.
Oh, that's a long time for a hold. What did they call?
They got offsetting penalties. Yeah.
Let's do it again. Vaughn gets 0 on that.
So the hold by Newbury Park, the personal foul by Citrus Hill negates the play, and we'll start it 1st and 10 at the 21 again. Gulbranson has had a nice drive so far.
Going to a dub look. Madison's still going to be your setback. Martin's going to be at the slot at the bottom of your screen. Looking. Nice job there by Gulbranson. That ball's going to go high over the top. Can't reach towards him.
That was one of the few times that the Citrus Hill defense was able to break through the protection of Newbury Park, and it was big number 99 again. Jeremiah Wilson, 6'3", 290, the senior, was able to effect the throw and perhaps even save a touchdown.
Sure, we talked about, hey, too much air under the ball. A lot of times allowing the free safety to come over the top. That time, a little bit more air under the ball. Maybe Allback pulls that thing down. That's going to make it 2nd down and 10. This time to Madison. Madison tries to get out. Does. That's going to be a hold coming back. Yeah. That's going to go the other way. That's quickly thrown there by the head linesman. There's another one. That's going to be another personal foul.
Yeah, I didn't. All I saw was the guy flying through. 54 went flying along the sideline. That's Derrick Henry. I don't know if he was hit and sent flying or if he tried to deliver a hit and send flying.
Well, that's Mosley out there. He's got to get himself under control, because instead of that putting them in a situation where it could be 2nd down and 20, all of a sudden it's now in a situation where, hey, it's just down over. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, the question is, how are they going to enforce this? Because you got the hold during the play, so they should mark that off. and then the
dead
personal
ball.
foul becomes a dead ball penalty, and they'll mark that off. So there's the hold.
It should be a pickup of 5.
Dead ball, personal foul that way, and they should enforce both penalties.
Yeah, they didn't wave them off, Coach. That's exactly what they're going to do. So it's going to be a spot foul on the hold, and then from there they're going to go 15. Always wondered why they just didn't do the basic math and go 5 the other way. This has always made me laugh in football. It really has. Now watch them walk 15 the other direction. There we go.
Got to do it by the book, Coach.
You can't get more by the book than what they just did.
So now the down will go over. So it's essentially, you're right, it's essentially a pickup of 7, pickup of 6 because of the spot foul. And so this will be 2nd down and 4. Now they put 3 on there. Well, that shouldn't be.
Because of the dead ball. So
But that shouldn't be because the holding penalty is down over.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
The holding, because they accepted it.
Correct. The holding penalty is down over.
So the downs are wrong.
No, it should be 2nd down.
Second down.
And that's what they're talking about right now. They're not exactly asking me what I think.
Well, right, it's because they accepted.
There we go, 2nd down.
They accepted the penalty.
And then the other one, the personal foul, was a dead ball, so the down remains the same.
So here we go, 2nd down, 4 to go. Giving it to him. He's got someone on the outside. We talk about good blocks. There's another one.
Yeah.
Into the end zone he goes. And that's going to be a touchdown. And this time there's no laundry on the ground. And doing it for him is going to be Joel Valdez setting up that block. And Madison cuts right up underneath it.
Setting up that block. Hell, that guy made that block. Number 52, Valdez. Madison's going to get the touchdown. Madison's going to get the yardage. Madison's going to get the glory. But Valdez made it happen. What a block. And that is what sprung Madison to the end zone. And once again, Newbury Park is within a touchdown. Or for the extra point, the snap is high, the spot is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 10:26 to play. We are in a 1 touchdown game. Watch 52 on your screen. Look at that kick out block, and he just seals him to the outside. Madison knows what to do with it after that.
Yeah, and he does the rest of it, doesn't he? And also give credit out there to Alback, the corner out. He just took the corner right out of the play. Couldn't even come in there and contain it. Good job, good play, good running, and all of a sudden, when you start looking at the rushing with Madison, 114 yards thus far, where he was actually strangled and held down in the first half.
Second half has been a different ballgame. 3 possessions for the Panthers in the second half and 3 touchdowns.
369 yards for the Panthers thus far.
Now this will be interesting how they want to do this now. The kickoff being Newbury Park has been pooching it. Citrus Hill made the adjustment, and now we're going to see Newbury Park kick it away. Let's find out.
That's a good kick right there. Ball's going to be picked up right about the 12-yard line, make the 13. Comes over the top of 1, takes the ball up to the 35. And I think that's just a lot safer play. Just he drove the ball into the ground. Nice job. The ball's still coming out to the 35. And then from there, you're not allowing for that, scoop and go.
Yeah. Well, the key with a pooch kick is you've got to kick it high enough to force the guy to make the fair catch. Because the reason you're doing it is to keep them from returning the ball. But not the easiest thing for high school guys to do, especially when you consider that they really don't spend as much time on special teams as they might like.
Sean Durso goes to the top of your screen. They're going to stack and fly sweet. No, they're going to fake it. Miles is going to keep the ball. Nothing there at all. Nice job coming from the defensive line. First one on it's going to be Valdez. He's playing a whale of a game tonight. Also coming up from his linebacker position is going to be number 43, Roper.
And that's exactly what we were talking about early in the game, that Newbury Park was going to have to squeeze that off-tackle play down and force it to go other ways or not give big lanes. And that time they were able to do it. Big number 52 was able to squeeze that down. and hold Citrus Hill to a limited game.
And here it comes, that opposite motion. I'll tell you something, it really pulls them. And then from there, you're looking at Robinson able to go over and actually act like another guard or tackle coming over to seal that for the power.
Yeah.
That's going to be a pickup of 9 on the play.
And another nice shoestring tackle on Jefferson, this time by number 3, Josh Madison.
1st and 10 we go. Estelle comes down to the bottom. Slayton's going to be up top. Auburn set. Here it comes again. Same formation, same play, a little bit different of a result. Nice job as they squeeze that thing down. Coming over on it and doing a nice job at it at the same time is going to be Farfan. No gain on the play. It's going to make it 2nd down and 10.
And Jefferson appears to have a little bit of discomfort. You know, something bugged him a little bit after that run. Back into the huddle now for the Citrus Hill Hawks.
See if they take it to our side, and they do. And I'll tell you something. We talked about the importance of squeezing it down.
And here's a bad mistake by Citrus Hill.
Man, another personal foul.
This is a bad mistake. 74 comes in late, trying to clean up. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Are they calling this against Citrus Hill? I thought it was 74 came in and kind of cleaned things up. Yes, that's what they're calling.
That's exactly what they're calling. Whistle blows, and what you saw the let's take a look. I think it was Vaughn comes up and just gets absolutely shellacked after the whistle.
Well, watch 74 there at the top of your screen. Pushing off one guy. Here, he's just going to come in and clean up number 56. Let it go just a little bit, and you saw him. You can't see the play, but you saw he was about to hit him, and he carried it through. And that's going to cost him 15 yards and the down.
So that goes back the other direction. That's absolutely frustrating.
Here we got a running back pass, and he's wide open. His torso down the sideline. Touchdown, Hawks. Jefferson takes the toss, pulls up. Nobody's guarding Dorso. And the Citrus Hill Hawks have pulled a rabbit out of the hat to take them out of a bad situation and reestablish a 2-score lead.
And that's what we've seen. When you start going against a running team, you start getting sucked up. You get caught up in the complacency of the coverage, and Dorso was just able to get himself behind. And what a play by Jefferson. And how is Jefferson able to get that throw off? Very easily. By 238 yards rushing. You have to respect him to run that football.
Spot is down, the kick is up, and the point after is good. 8:17 to go. It's a 2-score game again. We talk about it. The only way to come from behind, look at this. Look, he just puts air underneath the ball and lets Dorso run to it. That's a nice job. The only way to come from behind to win a football game is to stop the other team. I don't care how many points you score. If you don't get stops, you can't come from behind. And Newbury Park is finding this out.
Yeah, and
hey, this has been pretty fun. We've got 6 possessions, 3 by Citrus Hill, 3 by Newbury Park.
Touchdown.
And it's nothing but touchdowns.
A touchdown. It's a good football game. Both teams are well balanced, and they're well matched. The difference right now for Newbury Park is how do you stop John? They can't do it consistently, and when they do, John's able to throw the ball over the top. That's gonna be Vaughn. Vaughn's gonna pick it up at the 8. Gets pulled down by the shoelace. Does a face plant at about the 22. Coach, he picks his feet up. Well, that would have been interesting.
He's nice. He got a nice bounce on that ball because the two of them miscommunicated. Neither one, I got it. No, you got it. No, you got it. And the ball bounced right back to him. And you're right. He almost made a big play out of that.
Handy's the quarterback coming back into the game. Allen comes down to the bottom of your screen. Albach is up at the top. Looking. That's quarterback draw the entire way. He didn't even make a read on it. That was just a called quarterback play. One thing Madison has to do, he's got to sell that. He didn't sell that very well, and they never even bought, and they never even bid on him. So it's going to be no gain on the play, actually, maybe even a loss of one.
They've had some good success running that play there, but not that time.
Right now, 108 yards total rushing for Newbury Park.
Yeah, that time, number 15, Malik Mosley was over there, as well as Papa Brown.
Good job by Malik getting himself in the game and actually getting himself refocused.
And Newbury Park's in a tough spot, 3rd and 10.
Look for Allback on this. He's open. He's only got here it is over the top. Can't pull it down. Nice job by Allback running that little 7 route.
And again, he got inside the defender, and the ball seemed to be in the right spot, but that time he wasn't able to pull it in.
Good toss there by Handy.
Yeah, tough catch, but I think you'd see Allbeck saying, hey, I got to have that.
He's got to catch that.
Now what do you do? 4th and 10?
You got no choice.
22?
Is there an option? I know it's like, hey, what's my poison? Do I kick the ball and put it at the 45-yard line, or do I give him the ball here? Or he's going to be back to kick.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Nice job calling it hot.
Wow, that is not the way you designed it. He just dropped the snap and then panicked a little bit. He had some time. He could have reset and kicked that away.
He never read the coverage that hey, these guys are not coming. You guys, chance as we go to reset this. Here comes Andrea from Rancho Verde High School.
Thank you, guys. Our game has came to an end with a score of 28-8. Rancho Verde in the lead. The last touchdowns were scored by U4G. Our defense was really incredible throughout the second half, leaving the other team scoreless. That's all I have for you guys. Chris Ganya with RBTV and Team Vision.
Look at this. Look at this.
And 31 yards out, another 30-yard touchdown. Coach, he has 5 touchdowns from 30 yards out. Absolutely amazing. He is special, and the way they're able to get off that edge. We talked about the importance of the defensive ends to protect the outside linebackers. They're missing an end, and they're running away from Valdez.
Jefferson has 6 touchdowns, and he threw for a 7th. Wow. The spot is down. The kick is up. And the kick is good. 6:37 to play, and Citrus Hill has seemingly taken a commanding 49-28 lead.
.268 yards rushing for the young man tonight. You want to know what you have to do? You have to find a way to answer Jefferson. And that's one of the things that whoever it's going to be next week is going to have to figure out.
Hey, the neat thing about that run, do you see how many blue shirts were downfield for that cutback that Jefferson did? These guys play hard. They play hard and they have fun doing it. They are a mirror of their coach.
Score goes to 49-28. 6 minutes remaining. That's going to be Allen. Allen's going to take it from the 9. They're going to try and flip it back. Ill-advised. And that was almost stripped. Tried to flip it back to Vaughn to bring it the other direction. Just not there. They never bought on it. Matter of fact, one of the reasons is they caught it so close in the middle of the field. It has to come from one side of the field and go to the other side of the field. No one's going to buy on that reverse from only 10 yards away.
You really got to get the defense to
Sliding.
kind of move.
Yeah,
and
they got to slide.
They never did. It was set up just a little bit, executed just a little bit too soon, too quick.
Yeah, they got to know when to call it off.
Visit JLCustomJackets.com to order your custom CIF
So 6:29, out comes the offense.
Is this the last shot for Newbury Park? They need 3 scores inside 6.5 minutes.
They do very good out of this open set. Handy's going to be your quarterback. They're going to try to run it out.
And that's Middleton.
Nice job by Middleton. Tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but it's going to be a loss of 1. That's going to make it 2nd down 11. Go ahead, Coach.
Almost wonder why they're not in a hurry-up offense.
There it is.
Wow. Oh!
The receivers have been getting behind them a lot, and he's just...
Marquise Allen was all by himself, but I'll tell you what, 17 ends up on the ground. It's not like he had all day to sit there and just throw it.
He's just off a little bit, Coach.
Just a little bit.
And it's because he's coming in as the second string quarterback. He's not getting the reps. This kid's going to be something to reckon with next year.
He's had a nice game tonight. Not a great game, but a nice game.
Martin at the bottom of your screen. See if they turn around, look at the big tight end. Turns around, over the top. It's going to be all back. He's going to go high. Tries to pull it down. Can't do it. Great coverage as they separate him from the ball.
Yeah.
Never got his hands on that football. Tried to pull it in from his shoulder. They're going to be roughing the passer. That's going to pick up the 1st down. As they're going to be marching that thing off 15. The ball's going to be placed roughly about the 25-yard line.
You got to stay within yourself. You know, it's
within the game. Play the game.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th down and 11 of a game that you're just about to put away, and you rough the quarterback.
And with a team that can throw the football, there's a lot of time left. I mean, they are just missing under connections by 5 or 6 inches. I mean, it's not like he's overthrown them by 3 or 4 yards. I mean, they got fingers on these balls. Look again, drops back, tries to roll this time, does. Coming back to the ball nicely is going to be Vaughn. They're going to say he caught it. He's going to pick up 8 on that reception. It's going to make it 2nd down and 2.
They rule him out of bounds?
No, the line judge came out and made the...
They stopped the clock. There we go. Now we got it running.
Yeah, I think he went out of bounds. Yeah, odd. Okay, 2nd down, 2. Here we go. Spread set again. That's going to be Madison. He's going to pick up the 1st down. Clock's going to stop on the pickup as he picks up 3 on the play.
Yeah, I didn't see who made the grab there, but I'll tell you what, Madison was just a step away from being in the secondary.
And it's funny, you know, you're saying a step away. We're looking at 6 inches off on passes for completions. They talk about the game being a game of inches, and you're seeing it right now. Not taking anything away from what Citrus is doing, but, you know, what is the story if everything's about 3 inches shorter offensively for Newbury Park?
Jeremiah Wilson, the injured player on the play. He's now up. He'll head over to the sideline. He's got to sit out at least 1 play.
Yeah, got to put a little bit more air in that tire. Came with a little flat tire over there. Rolled that ankle a little bit. 5:29 remaining. And he's had a whale of a game. Keeping that middle contained, putting some pressure on the quarterback. Clock rolls now. Does coach even know the clock's in?
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Straight to the line they go.
But you're right. I still think, you know, you're down 3 scores. You need to be a little more frantic's not the right word.
Soria's going to be at the H. Looking, coming over the top.
Look at this.
It's going to be a touchdown if he can catch it and go. We said it's a different type of a mindset when you have it, the touchdown. Nice job. How to dive into the end zone. When you have a team that can throw the football, it can happen quickly. Nice run there by Allback.
Yeah, nice job of running away from the faster man. And he's able to outdo him into the end zone.
61 yards on that.
Now it's going to get fun, Coach.
Oh, yeah. Don't kid yourself.
Yeah, it's been fun this whole night. The spot is down, the kick is up, and the extra point is good. 49-35, we're down to a 2-score game. And they just keep getting behind the secondary of Citrus Hill. And how does 11 get that open? He's their best receiver. You got to know where the young man is. But they lost him. And the only one who knew where he was number 17, who threw him the rock.
Threw it to him and actually put it on him because Allback had a pullback.
Yeah, he had to come back
and come back and get that football, which is what allowed for the pursuit actually to catch up to him. But Allback 154 yards receiving tonight.
And here comes what we think will be the onside kick.
Well, they've had practice at this one.
Well,
let's see if they can hit on the ground, pop it up.
4 Citrus Hill possessions, 4 Citrus Hill touchdowns, and with 4:53 to play, and you're still down by 2 scores. There's not much choice you have here.
No. This is the only play you have.
You're looking for a bounce.
Hit the top of the ball and see what happens. Oh, he squibbed it.
There he goes. Yeah, he didn't get the bounce, didn't he?
No. It almost looked like that was done intentionally. The angle that thing took.
And that's Dorso that made the field.
Man, he's got good hands, doesn't he?
He does. That was smooth. You'd think he plays shortstop.
Reminds me of a Mark Rechtenwald.
God bless America, Coach.
There's only one thing that Citrus has to do, and that's score touchdowns.
Yep.
They're going to go power on this most likely and just grind it. And they do. They go with the power eye. Everybody's coming. Jefferson with the ball. Goes to the outside. He gets bounced. Still on his feet. Lowers his head. Gets himself forward. Runs through the traffic. How does he pick up 9 yards? Explain it to me, Coach.
Like I said earlier, Coach, I don't know why Jefferson would ever give up. He should always fight and keep going. That time, really, he makes a nice play. The kid can play. And a couple of nice.
You know what? He can flat out ball.
He can just play. Boy, and he's got great vision. He saw that lane. He got into it, got through it, and went from a 9-yard loss to a 9-yard gain.
That's going to be a 2nd down and 1. They're going to start, as we said, probably anticipate this rest of this offense the rest of the night. Jefferson with it. Nice job on the blocking. Leading him all the way through there is going to be the guard. He comes out nicely and does it. That's going to be Johnson.
There's Madison again on the ankles of Jefferson, making a nice play. But first down, clock moving, 4 minutes to play.
Well, I'm telling you, I would think that Citrus does not want to score a touchdown and just grind this clock out. Here it goes again. Jefferson still on his feet. It's going to be a pickup of 6. Student body right, student body left. It's nothing but power, Coach.
Yeah.
They're put the point of attack. You got to squeeze that point of attack.
I just wonder why they might want to take a little more time in their play call. Easy for us to say up here.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's the rhythm. And you don't want to knock their kids out of their own rhythm. Right now, I think D. Miles heard you. He's slowing it down.
Yep.
He's watching the clock to make the call. Does. Back over. Nice job coming up for that tackle. It's going to be Allen.
What a nice play
Knocks him
by
down
Allen.
short. Gain of 1 on the play.
And back at the secondary is Derrick Henry, number 54, having a tough time getting up. Now he'll head off.
One more reminder, students, it is overtime. Make sure you call.
So now under 3 minutes, the ball resting inside the 39. They need to get inside the 35 for a first down. They being Citrus Hill.
Same set. This time he's going to fake it on the boot. Can he get to the outside? Boy, he's fast. Stiff arms through. Let's go.
Yeah, this is going to come back. They're going to call face mask.
Yep.
On
Miles.
On money, yeah. But the question is, did he put his hand on it or did he grab?
I would think he grabbed.
It looked like he grabbed.
Yeah.
Face mask on the offense. Well, the bad news is it's a penalty. The good news is, if you're Citrus Hill, the good news is that the clock is going to continue to run. Oh, I didn't even see the replay. So now the ball is going to sit at the 38-yard line instead of the 39, and still third down. In the other bracket, the winner of St. Francis and La Serna, with 2 minutes left, St. Francis has a good lead.
Back to the power eye, double tight. There it goes. That's going to be right into the end zone. Yeah, man. How do you stop it, Coach? How do you stop it? Honestly, how do you stop it?
Well, that's going to be up to St. Francis next week. That one is probably going to put this thing out of reach.
31 carries tonight.
7 touchdowns.
31 carries, 328 yards, and he threw for a touchdown.
It's not a bad night.
61-yard touchdown pass. Not bad at all.
The spot is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good.
I think Coach Zommel owes him a Dairy Queen. So that goes to 56-35, and take a look at this coming right at you. There's the block. He finds that seam again, and just look at the power of these offensive linemen just opening it up. He steps right out of that tackle, and there he goes, 39 yards right into the end zone. And there's your score, 56-35, and the Panthers, no quit in them. Remember, we just saw them score a touchdown in about 15 seconds. Person they got to look at covering right now, and I would expect a little over-under on this, Coach, is where's Albeck? They got to know where he is.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's going to be too little too late. The night comes down to the defense being able to stop Citrus Hill, and they just haven't been able to do it.
Here comes Vaughn. Vaughn's getting the block by Allen. Vaughn steps out of one. Vaughn's still on his feet, tries to shake him big, gets pulled down from behind. He's going to take the ball up to about the 43-yard line. Nice job there by Vaughn. Coming up on the play for Citrus Hill is going to be Estelle.
Yeah, Newbury Park has had a great second half offensively. They have scored on 4 of their 5 possessions.
Newbury Park, 82 yards rushing, 211 yards in the air, 440 yards total offense, and they find themselves down 3 touchdowns. Amazing. Double set, pressure coming from the outside. Looks, tries to run out of it, and gets it to him. How did he throw that rock? How did it get out there? Coach, he threw that off of his back foot and running backwards away from him and threw it 35 yards and put it
right on the money.
Smack on the money.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
To a wide open receiver. But the clock continues to run. He wasn't able to get out of bounds.
Pick up a 4. Looking again. Has it, goes high, pulls it down, first down. That's going to be Vaughn again. Goes up, reaches for it.
Boy, you know, Citrus Hill's going to come away with the victory, but I didn't think for a second that Newbury Park could be this effective throwing the ball against the Citrus Hill secondary, but they have been. And if not for a couple of balls out of reach, it could be even worse. Or better, depending on which side you're on.
Ball's going deep. That's going to be all back. It's going to get picked.
Yeah.
That's going to get picked.
Yeah, here's the difference this time is the defender is not stuck on his back. He's in front over the top, and when that ball comes, he's able to step across and step in front. And the interception is going to seal the ball game.
And that is going to be it. And that's going to take him to 14 interceptions on the season thus far.
That was Orange.
Was that Orange that time?
That was Arian.
Nice job there by Arian. But yeah, we talked about all the time about the ability to post up. You got to post your guys up, put them on your back and make them something happen. That time, he was trying to sprint through it. Not there. Quarterback was expecting him to step to the front.
Watch how Orange is going to step in front. He stayed over the top. Look where he is. He's over the top of the receiver, able to step in front. That's a nice play by Orange.
Got a little relaxed going for that football. Because that would have been interesting too. Again, no, a foot maybe, 12 inches? Before, you know?
Still snap to thank the defense Newbury Park for traveling out here. We wish all fans safe travels on their way home.
Well, Citrus Hill is going to be victorious tonight, and they're going to take on St. Francis, who has also been victorious tonight, is the word we're hearing from the booth. They're going to beat LaSalle 31-27.
And believe me, St. Francis is going to take a look at this game. We saw St. Francis against Rancho Verde last year, and that's a team that's going to spread it, and they're going to run it. And their defense is going to be a little bit more stout than what we've seen out of Newbury Park.
It's going to be right here. They're going to play it right here. Citrus Hill has won the coin flip, and so they will be home next week against St. Francis.
So if you're coming out to see good football,
this will be a good place to be.
This will be a good place to be.
We're either going to be here or Rancho Verde, depending on, Rancho Verde has won. So depending on how their other game went, we'll either be here or there.
Right. So most likely it'll be Rancho Verde and Hart, as the rumor is that Hart beat
If that's the
Sierra
case,
Canyon.
then they'll play that game at Hart. Rancho Verde will be on the road.
Oh, Rancho Verde be at the road.
Yeah, because Hart was at Sierra Canyon.
So Hart was the.
If that's the case, we'll be here.
Wow.
But tonight is tonight, and for one night, Citrus Hill was the better of the two teams, and they're going to finish with a 56-35 victory.
And for Newbury Park, 456 yards total offense, 110 yards rushing on the ground, averaging 5 yards a carry. But what about that passing game? Almost 16 yards per reception, Coach. 346 yards in the air, and that's going to be something they're going to have to contend with.
And they did it without their starting quarterback.
And then for Citrus High School, 401 total yards. 398 yards on the ground, averaging almost 9 yards per carry. And you got to look at Jonathan Jefferson. He averages almost 11 yards, 328 yards total offense. In the rushing game, 61 in the air. JJ, John,
how long
J squared, however you want to talk about it, he was phenomenal tonight.
How long is it going to take Newbury Park to get number 9 out of their vision?
Never.
Yeah,
Never.
Boy,
Never.
What a game for Mr. Jefferson.
He did a great job tonight. On top of that, you have D. Miles, 58 yards total offense in the rushing game, averaging 5 yards per carry. Orange with the reception outside of Dorso, going deep for the 61-yard pickup. So they end up with 164 yards total offense. So we start looking at next week, Coach. Wow, you got a passing offense again, a little bit more defense from St. Francis again. And you know they're going to be looking at this. Where's 9? Where's 9?
Every week gets tougher and tougher and tougher. We just finished week number 1 here. What a good game we had. Next week's going to be even better. Holy smokes, this is fun. It's playoff time.
It's going to be fun. All right, here we go. Take a look at these highlights real quick coming at you. Here comes a touchdown by Newbury, and that's going to be Madison stepping over after we talked about that great block. Leans himself into the end zone, punches it in, and then from there, here comes a pass from Handy up over the top, and has Allen scampering down the sideline, and then from there, right over to Allen again, and this time fighting to the end zone, gets it down to the 1 yard line, and from this point, it goes 28 to 21 with Madison taking that in. And this one goes over the top. This goes to Dorso.
Yeah,
We talked about that.
How big
Coach.
was that? Remember, that was third and 19, third and 23. That was huge.
And this is where Newbury, they just lost the ball, didn't know what to do with it, got a little bit flustered, finally got the ball out, and then capitalizing right on the top. It's going to be the touchdown by Citrus Hill. Takes it off that left side. From there, stiff arms, and it's just a scamper, cut back, and look at this. It's just amazing. Is he big? Yes. And from there, what about the speed? But Newbury, they're not going anywhere. They're going to sit back, relax, up over the top to get the ball into Alback, and from there, he scampers right into the end zone. And the problem is how this game ended, Coach, for them. Hey, you're right. They wouldn't have gotten it anyway. Who knows? But look at this. This time he doesn't get in front of the receiver, and then from there, Orange comes up, makes the big play, and that's how the game ends. As the best formation that you like in football, I think I was called, because of the K, the kneel.
Victory. Victory formation.
They took the kneel, Coach, and they won the game. 2 minutes out, they couldn't have stopped the clock.
Citrus Hill, a great night for them. 56 points. Defense did just enough. Couple of turnovers, and that's all it took.
That's all it took, and that's what stymied them. And it also took a lot. It took a lot of JJ, and John Jefferson. Seriously, I don't know. I'm thinking that big vanilla cone Coach Zomo owes him with that chocolate dip. I love that thing, man, all day long. Hey, we'll see you guys next week. It's going to be St. Francis against Citrus Hill, Hart against Rancho Verde, and depending on where that coin landed, we don't know, but most likely we're here seeing St. Francis.
We're here.
We're here, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. See you next week.